Tonight on Orange County Choppers. We want to make something that's affordable to the consumer.
Yeah. So which bikes do you guys think work?
Zero gravity and a 6-up. You're starting with your basic bike.
We're going to create 2 mass production bike models. Customers can customize their own OCC bike within their price range.
We got a visitor today, Shaq.
I want something like a superhero bike. Dun, 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 dun. I know he's gonna build me a hell of a bike.
Whatever bike that we do, it's gonna be a big one.
This wheel's gonna be way off center. This whole wheel alignment issue isn't good. That'll blow that right apart, won't it? Oh, yeah.
It's not a good time to have problems. Not being able to deliver is not the way that I want the next chapter of Orange County Choppers to start.
How's it going? What's up? What's
So
the deal?
I'm going over with Jason, talking a little bit about the display that we want to do for the investors.
Yeah.
And trying to get some kind of idea of where we want to go. We want to make something that's affordable to the consumer.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a starting point.
Yes.
Starting point.
It's a really exciting time at OCC. We're going to create 2 mass production bike models and present them to investors at a party that'll be in 2 weeks.
You know, first of all, we're using all the quality parts that we use in every other bike.
Basically, they can customize their own OCC bike within their price range. So which bikes do you guys think work? Just make sure we're all on the same page.
Zero gravity and a 6-up.
Yeah,
So-
something with the suspension in it.
The difference between a zero gravity and a 6-up is the down tubes in the front, which stretches the bike up. So the 6-up is 6 inches higher than the zero gravity. And the zero gravity is a stock height of a regular frame of any bike, including a Harley.
The beauty of that is that you're starting with your basic bike, and from there you can do anything you want to do. Don't matter.
You got any numbers in mind that you want to try to hit?
Listen, I think you got to be in the low 30s. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think that you go, maybe a 110-inch motor.
Yeah.
You're gonna go with a 6-speed transmission. And then, you know what? You go with like a 60 or 80 spoke, which look really cool on those bikes, but I think that can keep the cost down and you're still giving them quality.
And at the same time, if someone wants like a custom wheel with their initials or whatever on it,
Yeah.
we could still machine that out here
Polished,
and put that into the
painted,
bike.
300 wheel you want it, we
Right.
could do that. We could do a 200 if
So
you want
any
it.
upgrade is possible.
One-stop shop for
Yeah,
OCC.
it's
Yeah,
funny
kind
when-
of going back to the roots, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
What
why
we
not,
used to
man?
do.
Let's just look at 1 or 2 different colors. Getting the feel of a custom bike and making it affordable for people has been a goal of mine for a long time. So I want to make sure that these first bikes are perfect.
I don't think that works as good. Go with a different color.
There's a nice red.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. There you go. I like the orange.
That's it.
So the next step is mock-up.
Yep.
We got to get the zero gravity, we got to get the 6-up.
We have 2 weeks to do this, so you better get everybody lined up to get on the horn and start moving.
Let's get this done.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll get this on too.
The 6-up is a bike that we've done many of over the years. It's kind of our signature bike.
Help me get the swing arm on. It just sucks trying to hold it up, and we're good.
We've done so many of them. We really don't find a lot of challenges with it, or a lot of hang-ups. We kind of got it down to a science.
Sweet deal.
A custom bike usually takes a week or so to mock up. These bikes we can do in 4 hours because we've been doing them so long. Rick, what are we doing?
How you doing?
Well, you're almost done with this, right?
I'm pretty much all together, yeah.
You're a cool looking bike, you know?
Yeah?
On to the next one.
Onto the zero, right?
Rock and roll.
For the design of the OCC partner display, basically what we're doing is a 15 by 15 square foot box filled with OCC merchandise and products, including two ridiculously awesome choppers. The display booth has to be able to be put together quickly and easily, yet remain very lightweight and modular so it's easy to transport. You can break this thing down, set it up literally in a couple of hours. You can put it anywhere you want. A car dealership, an airport, a casino, a mall. You can put it in a petting zoo. I mean, it's limitless where you could put this. Nice, perfectly folded t-shirts. There you have it. Your own little OCC world.
What are your plans for this thing, do you know?
You know what?
Nope. So I'm asking.
We should go downstairs and get a couple veritables.
Variables, what the hell's that?
Veritables? Come on. They're like vegetables.
Veritables?
That's not even a word. Got some stuff. Figure out which one we want, huh?
So what's cool about the zero gravity and the 6-up is, you know, you're starting with the base bike at an affordable price, and from there the customer can do whatever they want with it. They can change the handlebars, the paint, the wheels, the exhaust, the air cleaner. I mean, the list goes on and on.
The coil cover that we're using on the 6-up and also on the Pro Street is one of our signature items. It goes on every bike we make. Oh, that's what we're after. Let's go cut it. Basically, we're taking a chunk of 2.5-inch thick aluminum billet, water jetting it closer to the shape, and then throwing it on the mill and machining it down and putting that sword on the shield that people are used to seeing. The sword on the shield coil cover basically pays homage to our sword t-shirt that we've been selling from the beginning. When Jason and I first started making signature parts a while back, we incorporated that sword off the t-shirt and brought it into a part on the bike, the coil cover, which is basically on every chopper that goes out of here.
Donnie's here with a lion.
I was sitting in my office and I got a visitor from somebody that had been here before with bears, only this time he had a lion.
That little noise there is, he's a little pissed.
He's pissed?
That little chump, you gotta be careful.
Oh, that hurt.
Donnie's here with a lion.
I was sitting in my office and I got a visitor from somebody that had been here before with bears, only this time he had a lion.
That little noise there is, he's a little pissed.
He's pissed?
That little chump, you gotta be careful.
Even though it was a 30-pound cat, if that cat wanted to do damage, he would have done damage. What's his name?
Ayard.
Ayard.
Oh, man, he's tearing up contracts and everything.
And we didn't your keyboard. Look at this. All right. He's just like you, Senior. He's breaking everything.
It's like he wrecked everything.
And we didn't.
I hope he bites you.
It's a 30-pound African lion, and I really wanted to teach him how to pounce. Pounce. Pounce.
Why do you gotta do that?
I gotta teach him these instincts, or else when he gets in the wild, he's gonna die.
Like he's gonna teach the lion how to survive in the jungle.
Pounce.
I can't get a good picture of him. He just don't want to cooperate. Come here, bitch. It's kind of like a privilege to have a real lion in your office, so he pretty much could do whatever he wanted to do. You better get it, man. He's getting pissed. He's not only the king of the jungle, he's the king of my office. All right, so you make the mounts for it, and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
The gas tanks that we do use, they come with like indents on the sides of them. And really for this particular bike, we want to close them off. So I'm going to cut some steel out and I'm going to plate them shut and actually just close it off and just give it a really smooth finish. What I got to do to cover up the sides on the gas tank is I use some 18-gauge sheet metal. I'll cut it out with my Beverly shear. Just cut it really out to the shape of the template and then just weld everything in place.
So when I started fabricating the gas tank mounts for the zero gravity bike, I wanted to keep it nice and clean and simple. So I just used one single piece of tubing that mounted off the bottom of the backbone.
Oh, yeah.
And then a nice flat bar on the bottom with the 2 holes in it for the rubber bushings.
We really need to standardize a format for these lights.
What kind of variables are we gonna do between these 2 bikes?
So basically every day Senior comes out of his office to check up on the builds, and he tries to talk to us and tries to use big words and sometimes even small words.
He either like leaves letters out or just replaces some letters with others.
He just makes up his own words as he
Combines
goes.
words.
You can't really go a conversation with him without pulling out a word that he, misinterpretates, mispronounces. It's kind of a game that we've had for a few years now. Seniorisms?
Seniorisms.
All right.
Before we went into the elevator, he goes,
Do you know how to work it? I don't know how to work it neither. And I'm claustrophobic. I'm not going in there for nothing.
I'm claustrophobic.
What's that bike over there, Rick? Is that for like a Lamborghini bike? Well, that one's going to China. I mean, we've been building these bikes 365 days a week.
We should write all these down.
Let me ask you something. Now, when you buy a product, you want to be happy with it, right? The feeling you want to get is...
Oh, that's right.
Satisfaction.
There's so many. There's satisfaction, the famous idea. Euthanize, that's always a good one.
What are you when you receive it?
I don't know. Tell
You're
me.
the reciprocant. What's another word for apparently, or something that's very evident?
Evidently.
Evidently. We have to start making a second thing here. When I was downstairs in the basement with him, Phil was down there playing reggae music. And he goes, Phil, he thinks he's like a Safarian. He wanted to say Rastafarian. Dude, and that's really just like 2 weeks.
Talking on there.
How's my boys doing out here?
Good.
Here we go, Paul. Paul Senior, look what you got over here.
We made you a little list.
What is this?
Evidently. Similar, idea.
Claustrophobic.
What is it?
Claustrophobic.
That's close, right? Okay, today's class. Spell that, Christian. I got to tell you, the Caesarisms, pretty funny. Caesarisms. Seniorisms. It's funny that I can't get the word Caesarism right.
Yeah, so the reciprocant of this bike can have all types of variables.
I didn't really come out here to get abused. You know what I mean?
Think you can build a bike this big?
Lions, tigers, and Shaq. Oh, my. In the middle of getting the other 2 bikes done, I have a very special initial consultation with our biggest client ever, literally, Shaq. It just was kind of cool because the guy is really a funny guy and a nice guy.
Think you can build a bike this big? Where's Dad at?
He's in here. Damn. Oh, it's going to be a big bike.
I'm here today at Orange County Choppers. 1, because I'm a fan, and 2, because I need a new bike. I'm one of those guys I like to be fresher than everybody else. In 2000, I was the freshest, but when I get on my 2000 bike, people kind of... So I had to hit him with, okay, I know Paul Sr. Watch this. Looking good, man.
Right.
Working out?
Yeah.
Looking like
Absolutely.
a sex symbol.
Gotta.
Man, I'll give you a massage, you sex symbol. How you
There you
doing?
go, Shaq. We
Good,
got you some
good.
food set up. I know
Hey,
you guys
Alex,
are
how you
hungry
doing?
coming in.
How you doing?
You don't go big time until you get your own bread.
Yeah, I saw that. Right?
It's a hell of a shop, sir.
Thank you.
Jeez. 96,000 square feet?
Yeah.
Nice. Can you show me the shop?
Yeah. It's really going to be cool to build him a bike because it's going to be a challenge.
About to get a bike.
We've never built a bike for somebody that big. I mean, the guy is 7 foot.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah, maybe you can put that in your pocket and take it home.
I mean, every bike that Shaq went on today, it made it look like a mini scooter.
Oh, I want one of them. You know, when I first went in, I didn't have an idea what type of bike I wanted.
Check this out, Shaq. Maybe this is what you want.
Oh, yeah, I want that one over there. Oh, police bike. It's a hell of a paint job. I am a kid, and I wanted every bike in there. Ooh.
You want that seat, Jack?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I've always wanted people to go, ooh. I've always wanted people to go, ah. And I've always wanted to be the first one with it, the only one with it.
It's kind of funny to see a guy that big kind of acting like a 12-year-old.
See, I got bad hips. I can't even get my leg up there because of playing in the NBA for 19 years. I have arthritic hips, so now I need a bike that's taller, and I need something that stretches out, and I need to be updated. That's a great bike, but that's too low.
All right, take the notes from that one.
Normally, the length of a chopper is around 10 foot. Seeing that he's so big and we're going to have to stretch the backbone, you know, I can see 6 to 8 inches in the backbone. And I think the rest of the stuff's just going to be modified. You know, we'll figure it out like we do everything else. Whatever bike that we do, it's going to be a big one.
Have you guys ever made a taller frame?
Yeah, whatever you can imagine, we could build, you know, it doesn't matter, you know.
I want something like a superhero bike. I want something that when I'm riding, I want people to feel like, ah, dun, 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 dun. I know he's gonna build me a hell of a bike. I've watched your show, been a big fan of your show, and for you, when someone gives you an idea, not only do you make it come true, you make it more fabulous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us come down.
Thank you.
All right.
Shaq is by far the largest client that we've ever had, and I just think it's going to take a lot of thought to figure out how to build a bike to fit him. But before we could think about that, we need to finish the 2 bikes that we're already working on.
Tell everybody I said hi, buddy. All right?
I will. Where are we at?
This is what we got going on with the bars here. Our standard bars aren't going to work. Problem is that the bars are coming back too close to you. So we gotta figure out a way to shorten them up, maybe get them a little bit wider, because they're just like right on top of you. Just from doing these bars, you know, over all the years, we just changed up the degrees quite a bit. It might have been great for like Christian to ride, but somebody else noticeably shorter would have a harder time. So we just want to get them to feel really good.
Why can't you just shorten them? Make another one with a much lower rise, because you got plenty of room on the gas tank. I don't want to defer from those bars, so figure it out.
You know, Paul Sr.'s a stubborn guy, and when he gets something in his head, it's really tough to have him change his mind. Hey, man. There you go.
Oh,
I'm all done.
perfect timing.
Right?
Cool.
It should work out.
Sweet. Take a seat, man. See how it feels. Okay, just got to mark 12 o'clock on this one.
That is a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick took about an inch or so out of the pullback of the bars, and we also added a couple more degrees to the final bend. Basically, what this did was it leaned you forward a little bit more and put your hands a little further away from you, making it a lot more comfortable.
This is a 40-degree.
Yes.
Total.
Total. If you went to 45, how much would that change?
5 degrees.
If you do the math. With the 0 gravity all mocked up, you just got to break it down and hope that the 6-up's back from paint. Stop touching my hands, dude. Ew. You touched my hands like 10 times. With 2 bikes to finish up for this presentation, we don't have any time to spare.
Here. All right, let's rock and roll.
What do you want to do?
I'll do the front end, I guess.
Even though we've done so many of these bikes over the years, you always run the possibility during assembly of running into some sort of hang-up, something not fitting if you're using new components that you haven't used in the past. So, you know, sometimes there's some figuring out you have to do.
Oh, yeah.
This wheel's gonna be way off center. It's already that way too much.
Yeah, just shim it though, no?
Can't.
Oh, it's a way of
Stop.
shimming it?
Look how close the rotor is, and it's already this way. It needs to come this way.
Why is that though?
It's the wrong set of wheels. So that's where the tire needs to be. You gotta get another 1/8 inch.
On the 6-up today, when we're putting the front tire on, we have different rims than we used in mock-up. So we ran into the issue with the hubs being a little wider, and brake rotor hit the leg.
This tire needs to go way this way. That taillight's in the way.
We got to figure something out because we're going to be using these, you know? Bill kind of ran into a hang-up with the rear wheel hubs. The drive pulley was sticking out too far one way, and then the brake rotor on the other side was sticking in too far. So they really had to be reversed. This whole wheel alignment issue isn't good.
It touches its center.
Right.
The rotor just about touches that leg and then the wheel center.
So it needs to come this way like 1/8 of an inch.
You're gonna have to cut the hub or whatever.
I really don't see a problem with cutting off the face of the hub. They bolt right to the table. I'll just put it on a post, pick up center on that, and lower the face.
Do it.
On this 6-up bike, hubs are set for specific motorcycle patterns. In this case, the spacing of the hubs didn't quite match the other components of the bike that we had.
We got to take a quarter off of this, 11/16 off the back, 2 sets like that. They're too nice of a wheels to just not have them, you know what I mean?
I'll set up and cut them.
All right.
So what we actually had to do was machine some off of one side of the hub and then add a spacer back on the other side to get that wheel spaced on the bike the way we need it to be. Got the first one cut down. It should work.
Cool.
I don't see any chrome peeling.
Nah, looks good. Yeah.
Where we're at. I know I've seen the oil tanks done. Today's Wednesday. This be done by Friday, you think?
I don't see why not.
I'm gonna just go check on that tank.
All right.
Good.
How many gas tanks have you put on so far in your life?
That's all I do. I don't know if it's lining up that good, to be honest with you.
We can blame Evan, because he's probably the one that mocked us up. There we go. I remember the first bike me and you did together.
Do you really? Yeah. Which one?
Me and you did the Craftsman bike together.
How long have you been working for me?
6 years. Actually, probably going on 7.
Did you start working here when we built this building?
Oh, yeah. I helped move here. That's when you first started hitting me, when I was over there.
Once the guy started hitting you right away, Phil.
Oh.
You're just that kind of guy.
Oh.
You know, Phil's been here for a while, and, you know, Phil's the kind of guy that he has a dry sense of humor, and he's got the crappiest job that anybody can have. He's downstairs all the time in the basement. He's always full of white stuff from sanding all the time, but he's just not the guy to complain that I'm doing this and I should be doing that. He's just an all-around good guy.
Hey, man.
Wait a second, is this serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, kind of is.
Wait,
Yeah, we got to talk about...
Christian and I kind of have a little problem.
Phil came out and talked to us before, and he said that you guys were bonding and he got a hug from you.
You got a hug from you, Paul.
So I've been trying for 12 years now. And actually, it was the next best thing. He came out, he gave us hugs. He's really like transferring it. We want the real thing.
All right. Let's go.
I want to know that there's a heart in there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, there. Bring it in, buddy. All right.
Once I started hugging, I couldn't stop. Come on.
Come on, man.
Everybody
Come
else
on, man.
did it. Come on.
How you doing, brother?
No, I feel good.
I got his wallet.
I feel. I thought he did. Okay, I feel good now.
There you go.
The Zero Gravity bike's back from paint, powder coat, and chrome, and we have less than 48 hours to get the bike done for the party.
Welcome to the world of assembly.
Why do you think my beard's turning gray, Evan?
Put up higher. It's a good-looking motor.
Yeah, they're cool.
Pretty much, during final assembly, we all work together as a team, and everybody takes different tasks, and just kind of concentrates on one thing. That way, that part there gets totally done and, squared away.
Oh, butter.
What did you do? Have to take this apart again?
The starter shaft.
What about it?
The ring gear is fine thread, and the pinion gear is coarse thread.
So it don't mesh.
Yes.
The ring gear and the starter shaft connect the starter to the engine. If the gears don't mesh, the engine won't start. And this bike's got to be running by the party tomorrow night. What's the solution?
The solution is installing this.
My question is, why didn't anybody figure out that the ring gear is different?
We have extra ring gears, but they don't fit.
They won't bolt on.
They don't bolt on.
That starter shaft will work with the ring gear that we have.
We got the Bendix that'll work.
It should work. I mean, it should.
Rick's a drama queen, you know? Rick.
Funny man. Yeah, well, hey, you know what? There was...
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
This is an issue, right?
Little one. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a pain in the ass.
We should be ashamed if we're not able to finish it.
We got that. Tomorrow morning, we're getting the grips.
The grips are supposed to be here tomorrow morning.
And the gas tank.
The gas tank.
The wiring's all done, Christian?
Yeah.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Rickert.
It's not really a big deal. I just have to put in the alternate starter shaft. And then everything will be working good in a few minutes. Yep.
There she goes.
Like that.
I can see where it's at now.
Oh, that looks probably pretty good.
Way better.
How's that? That's fully extended. That's perfectly.
Damn it, look how much you're barely catching those teeth. It's up too high.
No way. Yeah, that'll blow that right apart, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
We don't have the right ring gear. We don't have the right Bendix. We don't have a matching set.
We're really screwed. Got to get it done.
He can still overnight stuff if we have to.
I don't even know what to order.
What is this one here?
64, I think.
Okay. Let me see what that is. 66.
66, okay.
That's 6.5. The other size is 6 3/4.
So that's what we need.
Yep.
Boom. How many tooth?
66.
Good. I mean, that's a cheap way out, right?
Currently seems like the only way.
Rick, you got that figured out?
Oh, yeah.
Don't even bother telling me that you don't have it here, because you already told me it was here.
Nah, there's another problem.
It's not a good time to have problems. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, you ain't kidding. We're trying to figure this out.
Dude, this is like big for me. You know what I'm saying?
I
For
know.
us as a company. What's the problem now?
Teeth aren't meshing. John, can you check this part number? See if we can get it here in the morning?
I thought that was the reason why we went to that other...
It is, but if I put it on here, you can look and see exactly how much of the teeth are hitting, so you can see what the problem is. Pull that ring gear out. Look how much that gear's going in there. That don't look like it's gonna last to me. It'll probably spin it, but when it's under a load, I think you're gonna wipe that right out. We found a ring gear that we can order that will be for this hub, that'll be for this.
That'll bolt right on.
That'll bolt right on here.
And when do we get that?
Hopefully first thing in the morning.
How do you know?
He's gonna check.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Gotta cut it close. It just wouldn't be right otherwise.
We have to finish the zero gravity bike in time for the party to show the investors. Not being able to deliver is not the way that I want the next chapter of Orange County Choppers to start.
I'm at 115, so I'm good. The new ring gear arrived with the overnight delivery, so we're cutting this close.
You're there, Ricker.
Open. I mean, we line up, we mesh.
You want to just try it real quick? Just blurp it?
We can, there's nothing in there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sweet. Done deal.
Go team, go.
Okay, back to put it together.
You know, when you're building custom bikes, you can't always expect for them to go together like butter.
With the ring gear problem sorted out in the zero gravity, we need to finish up both these bikes. We are hours away from showtime, so while half of us finish up the bikes, the other half can work on the stage.
Where's all the merchandise and everything in the, cashier?
I don't know. Who's got the merchandise?
We have like zero time. We
You need to go find out.
I'll be right back.
Jimmy, we got to straighten that sign.
You would never know that that was powder coat and that was paint. You match it almost dead on.
More candy you put on it.
Not bad, right? Sweet, man.
We're trying to surprise you. This has to be ready by tonight.
Falco's getting pretty damn good at pinstriping, man. Tell you what.
I know, he is, right? Looks good, bud. Sweet, man. Nice job.
I like it.
It looks really good.
Ready to fire it up?
Good to go.
Okay. You know, as far as the 6-up and the zero gravity bikes, I thought they came out great. The same people that built that bike this time had built that bike back in the day. So, you know, not only was I glad to see it back, but they were also.
Cool.
So now that we've completed all this, I think that we should do something destructive. You know, a lot of times we blow stuff up, and one guy wants to spray brake fluid, the other guy wants to use a fuse, and this guy. So I kind of used the example that we were unorganized. Like most legitimate companies, we should have like a board of directors.
Oh, boy.
But it's going to be the board of destruction.
That's completely fine.
The mission statement of this board is to destroy as much as humanly possible. So here's what I propose. I want to do like a target.
How about this? Why don't we see if we can shoot completely through Evan's camper?
Hey, you know, I live pretty far from the shop, so the guys let me keep my camper here just in case any late nights I could stay here.
We can just not care what Evan
Well,
thinks.
listen, we vote, right?
All in favor of shooting something through Kevin's camper, say aye.
Aye. Nay. We got 17 yays.
I motion to adjourn.
I second.
I second and third.
Nay.
Adjourn. Good meeting.
Whatever senior and the board wants, they get. If you look at the bright side, there is no bright side.
Get a hand truck or something with about 6 sandbags on to help stabilize this thing.
Evan didn't look too happy about the idea of shooting stuff through his camper. Bottom line is we're pretty much going to do it anyways. The greatest thing about the board is we're doing a prank to a guy, and he had to participate in it, and there was nothing he could do about it, which makes it pretty fun.
To show an ounce of mercy, could we shoot through the front quarter of this, going that way?
All the dude, if you paid for what I would charge you for storage for this piece of you owe me money.
I kind of had to go along with it because even if I said no, I don't really have a choice around here, and that goes with pretty much everything.
Winner through.
It's out! Yeah. It's through! Yes! Did it go through? Oh my God, dude! Right where
The first missile was a wooden bullet, and it just shot clear through. It pierced right through the aluminum siding and the wooden interior, and then blasted right out of the window on the other side.
Reload!
Holy!
Oh no, where'd that go?
The second shot, they used the head in my logo for my shop as the target. It shot straight through.
That was awesome.
Where the hell is it? Clear there.
Dude, it went out the front. It went out the front.
Oh, no one got hurt.
Careful, dude.
Let me see it.
Wait, the front window's shattered.
Oh no.
Nice.
The smartest thing I did was assign a board of directors. Did you notice the difference, how smooth it went?
Am I happy that they decided to shoot missiles through my camper? No, obviously not. But working at OCC, it all comes in good fun. We're all friends here, and I don't think I'd have it any other way.
Look out! Look out! That was awesome! Stop! Yeah!
All right, Evan's camper's done. Good job, dude. Now you'll know never to bring any of your here ever again.
This opportunity is very big for us, you know, to show these investors what we're offering. But it's people that are savvy. They have, you know, some money and they know what a good investment is.
We've got a very special evening tonight. We want to thank you for coming down. We're going to be showing you our latest venture here at OCC. What we're proposing is we're going to be selling a line of bikes that the average guy can afford. What do you guys think of that? I think it's a good idea. Let's hear it for the OCC team. Okay, it's time to bring out the walrus. Let me hear it. There he is, everybody. Paul Tunnel Sr.
How's everybody doing? Is everybody excited as we are? It's one thing designing a bike for a customer when you know exactly what they want. This is different because we're guessing what the public wants. I gotta admit, it's a little nerve-wracking. I just hope that they like it. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. What do you think? Judging by the crowd's reaction, I'd say we have a winner. It's like Steve said earlier, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, our bikes are untouchable and you can't buy them and all we do is build theme bikes and whatnot. But these bikes here, actually, we were building these bikes even before the show in like '99. And what we decided to do is kind of bring back that look again. This bike here is what we call our original. I designed a 6-up bike about 15 years ago, and what made it cool then still works today. It's still one of our best sellers after all this time. The straight-out-of-the-door version is definitely aimed towards a rider that wants the chopper look that is completely customizable. It's important that the customer can make the bike their own, but still have that classic OCC look. For the color of the bike, we used a candy apple base with silver flames that really stands out on the road. The 6-up has a 110 RevTac motor, 6-speed transmission, and 80-spoke diamond-cut wheels. The 6-up is a true classic and represents what Orange County Choppers is all about. The Zero Gravity bike is geared towards the everyday rider. It's more of a comfortable cruiser setup than an aggressive chopper. It's really the best of both worlds. The bike is cool looking, but it's still very functional for daily use. We went with a cool orange base color and then added some silver flames on top outlined in green. This little detail really sharpens the look. The drag-style handlebars and the integrated speedometer gives it a sleek and futuristic feel. The wheels have been fitted with diamond spokes, front and rear, that really define the overall look. This bike is timeless and resembles the OCC brand more than any other. You guys want to hear these bikes flying around? We got to do better than that. That's right. All right, fire them up. This whole thing was a real team effort. All these guys poured their heart and soul and muscle into building these bikes, and I couldn't be more proud. You know, it's always a good feeling when you're out on the road and you see a bike that was built by Orange County Choppers. And, you know, I just hope that that will always continue. You know, I'm never happy in one place. I always have to go one more step. And I believe that as long as I keep doing that, we'll always be ahead. We can build anything here at OCC, anything.